welcome back to Caittastic. Today I'm going to do a review slash a look. This is my first look. This is the look I'm going to do. Right there. It's a little hard to see, which you'll understand why once I start doing my review. What I'm reviewing is Sephora's brand new palette. Right here. It's called the Colorista palette. This palette's kind of interesting. It's got small little cash pots in it. Comes with this little tool, and you can easily pop. You just stick it in the hole, and you can easily pop out the little guys. And they stick back in with a magnet. No big deal. But what's cool also about this is it comes with a little case that fits right in there. And that just comes right out. And that you can pop in whatever you'd like in there. And what I have in here today is what we're going to be using. We have a coppery bronze here, coppery gold, a dark brown, gold, white for matte for our highlight. This is just my favorite thing in the palette. It's a blue teal eyeliner. It's my absolute favorite thing from the palette. It's the only reason I like the palette. And here we have a bronzy peach blush and a pink blush, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So my overall impression of the palette. $36 doesn't seem too bad of a price. Kind of a nifty gimmick with the little compact case, which is a great idea. It definitely has helped me out. I brought stuff with me, been able to take it with me to the gym, you know, to work. Much easier to be able to do touch-ups. What I don't like about it is the Sephora shadow itself. Kind of hard to have a Sephora palette and not like the Sephora shadow. The reason I don't like the shadow is actually because there's very little color payoff, which is why it's hard to see my shadow here, even in a super bright spotlight. It's coming in very unnoticeable, and there's 3 different shades on my eye, and you can hardly tell. Also, there's a lot of fallout, so you have to clean up afterwards. Even with light colors, there's just a lot of fallout. So it's got its pluses and minuses. I'm going to do this look with it. I didn't return the palette because I didn't hate it. I don't love it, as you obviously heard. I personally would save the $36, maybe go to MAC and get something, maybe get a couple shadows instead of the large palette. I'm going to do a review and look with an e.l.f. palette that's only $10. That would be a great way to spend your money. I wouldn't go with the Sephora palette. But here's the look anyway. If you do go with the Sephora colors, if you do go with the Sephora palette, you have to use a primer. Preferably, I think because there's so little payout with these, I would go with a white primer instead of just your natural clear primers. That's how badly the color payout comes off, is that you really need to put white underneath it in order to see. And my favorite white primer is by NYX, and it's their eyeshadow base, which you can't even see because my light is so bright. Just comes in a little paint pot like this. So with my finger, you can use a brush, but I'm just going to use my finger because it's mine. You just smear right on the eye. Smear, you like that word? Okay. And then I'm going to go in with my absolute favorite brush. I believe the number is worn off. I believe it's 213 from MAC. This is my favorite brush whatsoever. It's a nice flat edge, rounded at the top. I use it for just about everything, even if you're not supposed to, but I absolutely love it. So we're going to go in first with the coppery bronze color, so the medium tone that we have, and we're going to do that all over the lid. Get a lot of that packed on there. And because, like I said, there's a lot of fallout, you should see this palette in person. It looks disgustingly messy because trying to get the color out, it powders up and goes everywhere. So we'll just on the lid, and I have to go back several times. I know I stick my tongue out. I don't know why, I just do. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to go in with the dark brown color. And I'm using the same brush. A lot of people use a pencil brush to get it in and then blend it out. But like I said, this is my favorite brush. So I'm going to use that. And you go into the outer V of your eye. And then across and cut in the crease. And again, I have to do this a couple times because of the little color payout. Alright, now we are going to blend it because you can see here the harsh line that I have. We're going to blend that out a little bit. Wisher washer right across the eye. Then we're going to go in for the highlight. And I'm using a matte white. There's a lot of shimmer in the two colors that I chose, so you don't want to use a shimmery color up here. So just right under the brow bone, get that white in there to lighten your eye up. Go back with your blending brush. Again, wisher-washer motion here. Okay. And then back with my my favorite brush, back with this brush right here, I'm going to go into gold, and I'm going to go into the tear duct on the underneath of my eye, right in there, and on the top of my lid in the tear duct, blending that inward. Little color payout. Okay, and back into the darkest brown with the same brush because I love it. It's my favorite. Again, you can use a pencil brush or a smudge brush would be good for this. We're going to do the lower lash line. And we're only going to do 2/3 of the way across, just under where the lashes are and up to where that gold just put the gold. You do want this to come down just a little bit because I'm going to put eyeliner on. And you want the color to show through under the eyeliner. Alright, so that completes our shadow look. For the top line, what I'm going to use is my favorite liquid liner. It is basically foolproof. It is Kat Von Dee's Tattoo Liner in Trooper, which is the black color. Look how fine that point is. Look at that. So easy. I find the pens, the eyeliner pens, to be the easiest way to put eyeliner on. You can use an angled brush and use a gel liner, which works perfectly well and comes out beautiful. This is my go-to really instant, really fast eyeliner. And we're going to do a little bit of a cat eye here. We're going to do a little bit of an angle out, a little swoop. So here we go. Into the corner, and just right across. The reason some people don't like to use the pens is because it's a little matter. Let me restate that. It comes out a little more matte. It dries. And so some people don't like it because of that reason. So for the swoop, what I did is I drew the line out from the top of my lid, and then I drew a line underneath, connecting the base of my eyelid to the end of that line and colored in the middle. Now I'm going to use Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Pencil in 0, which is the black color. I love these pencils. They're fantastic. They're so smooth. And you can stop at this point and just do the top. I love a dramatic eye, and I can get away with it at work. So I always line the bottom. Line on the waterline too, not just underneath the lashes. Again, I know I opened my mouth, don't know why. Stick out my tongue. So there's that. Now if you've seen my last video, you know that I like to use two mascaras. So I'm going to curl my lashes now. Let me lower the mirror so you can see what I'm doing. Curly, 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 curly. Squish. Okay, and I'm going to start with Falsies mascara from Mabaline. Wipe off a little excess. The best way to apply mascara is you put it at the base and you wiggle. Careful not to blink. And you pull through. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Pull through. Okay, we're going to let that dry before we put on the second coat. So while we're doing that, we're going to take an angled, I'm taking my angled brush to do this. You can't really see it here, but there is plenty of fallout, so I'm going to take the brush and just sweep it across underneath my eye to get rid of that fallout. And this is an angled brush, which is what I'm going to use to contour my face. I'm very pale, as you can see, so I'm actually going to use, instead of bronzer for contouring, I'm using a peachy blush. That's the one that I showed you up here. So it's a peachy color. This has a little sparkle in it. I would prefer it without sparkle, but what you gonna do? Until I get a better contouring kit, it's what I got. You make your fishy face. You go right in there. On the other side, fishy face. Okay, and then pink blush. Smile, cheese. And up. Now, I would normally also take a highlighter and go here, but I'm trying to stick with what's in the Sephora Colorista. So they don't have a highlighter, so I don't have a highlighter on my face. But to finish the look with my lips, I'm going to use the 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Ozone, which is a lip color from Urban Decay, just to set my nude lip. Because I am going to use lipstick, but just so that the lipstick stays on, it's always better you line your lip and then you color in a little bit. And that'll make your lipstick last all day. So here we go. This is just clear, and it has a mattifying effect on your lips. So it gives a nice surface for the lipstick to stick to. I know it's hard to talk and apply lip stuff at the same time. And what I'm using is my favorite, and I hope that you love it. It's the Viva Glam Lady Gaga Gaga 2 color of lipstick. This, can you see that? Look at that. This lipstick I leave in my purse. I never take it out of my purse because it is my go-to lipstick. If I have worn off whatever I put on in the morning, I will put this on. This is my favorite lip color ever. Here you go. So creamy. It's super nude, so it's gonna be a dramatic look. It's not gonna be your typical nude color, but I love it. So this is the finished product. Hope you like it, and subscribe to Caittastic. Again, all the info will be at the bottom. I'll restate my products, and I'll also go back through my review. Alright, thank you guys. Have a great day.